If you're editing video on the wrong monitor, you're fighting your own screen every single time you color grade and you don't even know it. Today, I'm ranking 7 monitors editors actually buy, and the one at the end genuinely surprised me. We're covering 7 monitors, from budget picks to a full 4K workhorse, so you can find the one that actually fits your setup and your wallet. I'll leave the links to everything in the description below, so check that out if you want to grab any of these. If this is your kind of content, go ahead and subscribe now.
1. Scepter 22-inch gaming monitor E225W FW1144. Have you ever seen a monitor try to do too many jobs at once? This one's built more for gaming than editing, but it still shows up on a lot of budget editing desks. You get a 22-inch FHD panel, 144Hz refresh, and built-in speakers, so it's plug-and-play out of the box, no separate speaker setup needed. It usually runs in the low hundreds, which is hard to argue with. The high refresh rate makes scrubbing your timeline feel buttery smooth, and the built-in speakers are a nice touch for quick reference audio. The honest limitation? 22 inches is tight once you're stacking a timeline, a preview window, and effects panels at the same time. This one's best for editors just starting out who need a second monitor without spending much. Skip it if you already run a single ultra-wide setup. Next up, one that swaps flat for curved. 2. Samsung 27 inches Essential S3 Curved Monitor, LS27D366GA. Can you imagine your footage wrapping slightly around your field of view instead of sitting flat? That's the whole idea behind this curved 27-inch panel. It's FHD resolution with a 100Hz refresh rate, plus a flicker-free blue light filtered panel so long edit sessions are easier on your eyes. Price-wise, it sits in a similar budget range, and it's genuinely one of the more talked about picks in this category right now, with a strong average rating from thousands of buyers. The curve is great for immersion, but it can slightly distort straight lines near the edges, which matters if you're doing precise graphic overlays. It's best for editors who want more comfort during long sessions and don't need pixel-perfect edge alignment. I'll drop the exact specs and links below, so take a look if this one catches your eye. 3. InnoView 15.6 Portable Monitor. Ever wondered how editors work from coffee shops or hotel rooms? This one's the answer. It's a 15.6-inch portable IPS screen that connects over USB-C or HDMI, comes with its own folding cover that doubles as a stand, and even has a built-in speaker. It's an affordable add-on, and what it's genuinely good at is extending your laptop screen anywhere, so you can drag your timeline to a second display even when you're not at your desk. The trade-off is real. At 15.6 inches and FHD resolution, it's not going to replace a proper editing monitor at your main workstation. It's best for editors who travel or work remote a lot. Skip it if you're always parked at the same desk. We're at the halfway point, so if you're finding this useful, go ahead and tap subscribe. I've got a lot more of these coming. 4. Acer KB27227 IPS Monitor. Do you love it when a monitor just quietly does its job well? That's this one. It's a 27-inch IPS panel with HD resolution, a 120Hz refresh rate, 99% sRGB coverage, and a 1 millisecond response time, all in a pretty compact, no-frills design. It typically sits in the low to mid-budget range, and the 99% sRGB coverage is the standout here. That's genuinely useful for color-accurate edits, not just gaming. The limitation is the same as most panels on this list, HD, not 4K, so you're limited if you're delivering ultra-high-res work. It's best for editors who want solid color accuracy without paying 4K prices, and it's a great secondary monitor for timelines and panels. Links to this one and everything else are down in the description if you want the details. 5. Scepter 27 inches Prime Gaming Monitor E275WFW100T. Have you ever needed 2 HDMI ports and a DisplayPort just to keep your setup from turning into a cable mess? This 27-inch monitor gives you exactly that, along with 100Hz refresh, 100% sRGB color, built-in speakers, and dedicated FPS and RTS game modes. It lands in a similar price bracket to the others, and what stands out is the port flexibility. You can run your editing rig and the second source without swapping cables constantly. The honest trade-off is that this one still leans gaming first in its marketing, so some of its features won't matter for editing work. It's best for editors who also game on the same rig and want one monitor to cover both. 6. Samsung 32 inches flat monitor LS32B30 4NW. Can you imagine editing on a screen with almost no border at all? This 32-inch flat monitor has a three-sided borderless design, so if you ever go multi-monitor, the screens line up almost seamlessly. It runs at FHD resolution with a 75Hz refresh rate and AMD FreeSync. It's priced right around the middle of this list, and the size is the real selling point. 32 inches gives your timeline, preview window, and panels real breathing room. The limitation is the refresh rate. 75 Hz is fine for editing, but noticeably behind the 100 Hz plus panels earlier on this list. It's best for editors who value screen real estate over speed, and it's a strong pick if you're building a dual monitor editing station. I promised you the one that surprised me. That's coming up right now. 7. Dell 27 inches 4K UHD monitor S2725QC. Ever wondered what it actually feels like to edit on true 4K? This is the one on the list that delivers it. It's a 27-inch panel at full 3840 by 2160 resolution, 99% sRGB, a 120 Hz refresh rate with FreeSync, and a single USB-C cable that handles video, data, and 65W of power delivery to your laptop at the same time. It's the priciest monitor on this list, but the value case is strong. You're getting genuine 4K color accuracy, height, tilt, swivel, and pivot adjustment, and a single cable setup that keeps your desk clean. Customers consistently point to the color accuracy and adjustability as the standouts. The honest trade-off is the price jump compared to everything else here, and 4K footage will push a lower-end computer harder. It's best for editors doing serious color work or delivering in 4K. If you're strictly editing for social clips at 108p, you likely don't need to spend this much. So that's 7 monitors, from a budget-friendly starter screen all the way up to a true 4K editing powerhouse. The right one really comes down to what you're delivering and how much desk space you've got. There's no single best, just the best fit for your workflow. If you want the exact models, prices, and links, I've got them all listed in the description below, so go check that out. And if this kind of breakdown is useful to you, subscribe. I'm putting out more of these every week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.